You may have noticed how a few cards fell to the wayside yesterday during the card of the day message, and the card of the day flew on top of this leaf, right, with the amethyst here. I thought that was such a special message, a really potent message. Your ancestors, spirit guides, spiritual team reaching out to you, letting you know that it's okay to trust your intuition, letting you know that it's okay to trust that inner voice that you might have heard, even a recent ancestor who has passed or transitioned. You might hear their voice periodically, whether it be a family member or a friend, or someone you were close with, and they want you to trust that inner guidance. Of course, anytime that you hear something that does not sit well with your spirit internally, then do the work to release it and let go of any disruptive, intrusive thoughts. But if they're urging you to reconnect with yourself or get deeper into your passions, or it could be anything, positive, encouraging thoughts, communication, listen to it, trust it. We have a synchronicity here, first of all. We have 32 and 33. Pipestone, Catlinite, Ancestors, Root Chakra, Prehenite, Release, Declutter, Heart Chakra. Let's start with Pipestone, Ancestors. We were just talking about how potent that message was and how you're being urged to connect and trust any inner voice, any inner guidance, especially if it's coming from an ancestor. And here they show themselves again. And so this stone, first of all, this stone, pipestone or catlinite, really, really sacred stone, especially in the Native American culture. If you're able to get access to it, make sure you're sourcing sustainably and wholesomely. And then introduce it to your energy and build a connection. This stone helps you connect to Mother Earth. It helps you connect to Great Spirit. It's a beautiful stone. This message that calls you to reach out to your ancestors, to trust the connection you have with them, is really potent right now. We're coming into a new year, and I think you're being encouraged to release what no longer serves you and trust what you know. Trust what you know. Because when we have release, declutter, it's not just about cleaning your home or anything like that. It's that too. So excuse me. But it's also about the emotional, physical clutter that we keep in our home, in our minds, in our spirit, our soul. What needs to be let go? What needs to be released at this time? Where are you finding yourself in a loop, rethinking and rethinking things over and over? That's going to be an important question to ask. In that space, you will find what you need to release. And that's going to help you with your heart chakra's energy. It's meant to, wow, when I think about it, I kind of get lost for words, because it's not necessarily described in words, it's described in being. However, heart chakra space, heart space is basically an effortless flow of abundant energy. And so when we have things that are stopping that flow or disrupting that flow, that's a big, huge, major sign that something needs to be released, because the heart center space is supposed to be in constant, positive, abundant flow. Prehenite is also a very feng shui crystal. It helps to keep that abundant flow like we were talking about in the home, in your space. So look it up, see if you can source it sustainably, wholesomely, and and integrate it into your space. It's gonna help you. Wow, this is a beautiful message. It's gonna help you release. And just, if you can, spend a few minutes with it in meditation. Each stone that you pick up, so say you were to get pipestone or catlinite, prehenite, and whatever comes next, say you were to get them, spend time. First, you can cleanse them in any way that you see fit. Just be gentle when it comes to any types of liquid. Certain hot waters are too harsh for crystals that are pure. So do your research on that. But if you prefer to just smudge them, that will do fine. And then introduce them into your energy. Once you're in that meditation, just let the space be open. This is going to allow for the crystals to meet you where you are. And then they can work their alchemy in your space. That's how it's supposed to go. What's your next card? Clear quartz. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. A perfect card for clearing space. What is this? Look, see, yes, I reviewed the messages before I got on camera. However, like when I'm in the flow of delivering the message, it's almost like I get focused on each card, and so I sort of forget what's coming next. I'm just in the present, you know. So it's making me excited. So yeah, I'm excited for you. Clear quartz comes to you to remind you of how important it is to meditate. We were just talking about introducing these stones through meditation. Your spirit guides are really, your spiritual team, family, they really care for you. They're really urging you to meditate, reconnect with them. And meditation does not have to be, as I mentioned, sitting down, being quiet. It doesn't have to be that, because it can't always be that, not for every individual. So if you're able to create a calm inner space while you're cooking, working, running, exercising, any of your tasks, if you're able to create a calm inner space, dedicate, the next door neighbor's dog. So it's okay if you're not able to sit down and meditate. The important thing is that you're able to focus on the present moment, and that's going to allow messages to be received and come through for you. That moment of stillness is where you can reconnect with your higher self and your inner guides, your inner voice, your spiritual family. Because if we're so busy and there's not a moment to waste, nothing can get in. If we're so preoccupied with our thoughts and our task and this and that, nothing can get in. So all that's really important is to allow for stillness in the mind, for that meditation to take place, for those communications to take place, for those messages to be received. This is a beautiful message. We have 5, 5, 6, if we're adding up these numbers here. 1 plus 4 is 5. 3 plus 2 is 5. 3 plus 3 is 6. 5, 5, 6. Which comes down to 10, 6, 7. 7. A very, very spiritual number, an angel number. 7 is across the board an important number. We have 7 layers to self. There's many, but the first 7 are very potent. It gets deep. 7, if you have the time, if you're interested in numerology, look up the number 7, and then also look up the number 9 in numerology. It's all about completion. This final year is a year where we decide what no longer is coming with us. So yeah, this has been wonderful. Peace, blessings.